Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. We are from Group 9 want to share about situation of Zakat investment.
Hello Nina, I'd like to tell you a story. 30,000 Malaysian ringgit was the investment amount I made in ASPI last year. I've heard that if there is enough nisab and haul, a person who makes an investment will pay zakat on that investment. Is it real?
Hi Akula. Yes, that's right. A person has to pay zakat on his investment when he has enough nisab and haul. The calculation of zakat on ASPI investments can be categorized based on several methods as follows. 1. Investments are made using own money or capital. For this situation, the calculation of zakat is directly proportional to the amount of principal investment and profits, dividends, bonuses and ASPI income obtained. If the ASPI investment statement submitted is examined, the final balance or ending balance of the annual investment has taken into account the entire unit holding by the investor principal capital plus dividend. 2. Investments are made with the ASPI financing facility with the bank. For this situation, the calculation of zakat will only be applied to dividends or profits earned. As for investment capital, no zakat is imposed on it except after the redemption of the investment certificate or after the completion of the financing repayment period. To find out more about how to calculate zakat on this stock, let's go to the zakat office to meet with the zakat officer.
Zakat on share is zakat that issued on stock investments that have completed 1-year haul and have sufficient nisab, and it is obligatory to pay when the market value of your investment Tulai stocks shares exceeds the nisab. Company shareholders are partners in the ownership of the company according to the number of shares they own in the company. For example, if a company is worth 10 million ringgit and there are 5 million shares in issue, then each share is worth 2 ringgit. Generally, shares have the following criteria. 1. In the form of a document, script or certificate that can prove the owner's rights in the event of a claim. 2. Have the same value and do not vary for each unit to facilitate the calculation and distribution of profits. 3. Can change ownership through a transaction process such as buying and selling.
The scholars have determined that the shares must be zakat because the value and wealth of a person can be formed by buying and selling activities or owning shares. Zakat on share is 2.5% of the market value of the shares at the end of the whole period or financial year period. This is because stocks fluctuate in value more quickly based on current market conditions. Calculation of zakat on shares. Regarding the whole period, if you only own one type of stock shares from one company only, the whole period is 355 days from the date of purchase of shares. If you own shares from several companies, the whole period is the end of the company's financial year. 1. Determine the total share value by means of the number of shares multiple unit value. 2. If the total value is below the nisab, there is no zakat to be paid. 3. If the total value exceeds the nisab, zakat must be paid. Total share value multiple 0.025.
Overall, from that situation, we know about zakat on shares and investment. Akila on that situation make an investment and she have 30,000 Malaysian ringgit. This total value exceeds the nisab. Akila make an investment last year, so the haul is enough. The calculation of zakat is 30,000 Malaysian ringgit total value, multiple to 0.5%, equal to 750 Malaysian ringgit. So that, Akila must pay zakat on shares and investment. The total of zakat that he must pay is 750 Malaysian ringgit.